CBS reporter Emory was a special guest on 92.3 The Fan of Cleveland talking about Shedeur Sanders. He warned the NFL about Shedeur Sanders when he was playing at Jackson State and when he was playing at Colorado. We're also going to talk about Shedeur Sanders brings excitement to the game, not just to the Cleveland Browns, but also to the NFL, period. When you look at Shedeur Sanders, he brings excitement to his teammates, coaching staff, and his fan base, even the haters too. And also, we're getting ready to talk about, the Las Vegas Raiders. Oh, they ready for Shedeur. When you look at Max Crosby, their best defensive player, they can't wait. He can't wait till he play Shedeur. And the defensive coordinator, man, let me tell y'all something. Patrick Graham, he's slick talking, but he ready for this challenge with Shedeur Sanders. We getting ready to talk about it all right here on Sports Talk with B. Watts. Do me a favor, do me a solid. Hit my like button, subscribe to my channel, put a comment in the comment section, and share this video to someone that you know. We getting ready to talk about it right here on Sports Talk with B. Watts. Let's get this party started. Let's go.
Can't wait to read what I've sown. Can't wait to read. I can't wait to read what I've sown.
CBS reporter Emory was a guest on 92.3 The Fan in Cleveland. And he was talking about the Cleveland Browns starting quarterback, Shedeur Sanders. He talked about Shedeur Sanders' days at Jackson State and in Colorado. Even though Shedeur Sanders was a fifth-round draft pick, he's not a fifth-round talented quarterback, and we know that. You see, when we look at Shedeur Sanders, the people who have followed him, we know he should have never went in the fifth round. We know that. We can blame it on collusion. We can blame it on the contract situation with Deshaun Watson. We even can say Coach Prime and Shedeur might have caused that. But still, when it comes down to playing quarterback, there wasn't no quarterback in this past draft better than Shedeur. It just wasn't. Not to me. Shedeur Sanders should have been the first quarterback taken, if not the first person taken in this draft. He just was that talented quarterback all year long last year. Everybody was talking about Shedeur Sanders and Cam Ward as the two best quarterbacks, along with Jackson Dart as the third quarterback. Well, Jackson Dart my second behind Shedeur. But still, everybody was still talking about Shedeur Sanders. And when you listen to Emory talk about Shedeur, he let you know. He wanted the NFL. Shedeur finna come down here and get down. This is opportunity. He finna put it down. Let's listen to Emory interview when he was on 92.3 The Fan in Cleveland.
He was my number one quarterback in the class, and I compared him to Joe Burrow. And the reason why I compared him to Burrow, we saw that manifest itself in the preseason, both with Burrow and with Shedeur, right? We saw Shedeur not knowing when to let a dead play die, took a crazy sack. Then we saw Burrow later on that week against the Washington Commanders in the preseason, took a crazy sack where he held the ball for like 9 seconds instead of throwing it away and took like a 15-yard loss. So that was the Shedeur part negative that I compared Burrow to. The positive was that when the game is on the line, when you need those gotta-have-it moments, that's where Shedeur really excelled. And we saw that at Jackson State, time and time again, playing high-level football, winning back-to-back championships. And we saw it at Colorado when he was able to turn that team around in just one short offseason. But my thing is, people are always fascinated. When you talk about fifth-round pick, he's not a fifth-round talent. He went in the fifth round. That's like saying Isaiah Bond is an undrafted talent. No, he was a first or second-round talent that just happened to go undrafted because of unforeseen issues. But these are the same people that had Shedeur Sanders as day one pick or a second-round talent. Now, these are the same ones that are telling us that the 2026 class is going to be great with Nussmeier, Beck, Arch Manning, Cade Klubnik, Lenore Sellers. Not one of these same people mentioned Moore, Simpson, and Mendoza. So why would we listen to those same people when they just told us that their evaluation of talent ain't worth the paper it's printed on? So to me, it's okay to get a quarterback wherever you get him, just as long as he can play, because we've seen it done with Jalen Hurts Andy Dalton, Russell Wilson, Drew Brees, Kaepernick, Purdy, Cousins, Favre, Moon, Brady, Derek Carr, Montana, Boomer Esiason, Dak Prescott, Tony Romo, Matt Hasselbeck, Ken Anderson, Jeff Garcia, Cunningham, Warner, Faust. Can I go on? Because it's crazy to think. It's crazy to think that a dude just went in the fifth round, can't play. So just because he went where he went, that just cancels out everything that you watched him with your own two eyes in college at two different universities.
That's Emory Hunt of CBS Sports talking about Shedeur Sanders. Now, like I was saying, Shedeur Sanders, hey, this is a big-time game coming up this Sunday against the Las Vegas Raiders because Shedeur Sanders is ready. You can tell by the way when you listen to the offense coordinator, Tommy Rees, man, he's saying they had a good week of practice. They had a good week of film study. And it sounds like Shedeur ready. Yeah, it sounds like my dog ready when you listen to Tommy Rees. Tommy Rees saying like he excited to call plays for Shedeur because he don't spend some time with Shedeur, I'm sure. He know his strength and he know his weakness and he know what he like. So, hey, the spotlight will be on Tommy Rees and this play calling. All we need is that the offensive line, the wide receivers, the tight ends to execute. Be where they supposed to be. And Tommy Rees got to dial us some plays that Shedeur like. Keep him out of harm's way and let that dude shine, man. This is Shedeur game. This is his week. This is his opportunity. And Shedeur got to take advantage of it. But he going to need some help. He need his teammate to come on along with him, especially Jerry Jr. Because we already know Myles Garrett in that defense. Oh, yeah, they ready. They ready for this challenge. Yeah. Myles Garrett, Denzel Ward, the defensive back. Oh, y'all, they ready for it. They probably ready. They gonna. Geno Smith is in trouble. You hear me? Geno, you in trouble, boy. Because Myles Garrett line to go out there and get about 3 to 4, 5 sacks in this game. If you ain't careful. But, like I was saying, I just like this opportunity for Shedeur because he bring excitement to the game. He just bring excitement. People want to see him play. People want to see him do good. And some don't. But when you listen to that defense coordinator for the Las Vegas Raiders, Patrick Graham, hey, he ain't letting up, y'all. He ain't going to let up. Listen to him.
There's one tendency that people notice that he tends to try to escape back instead of stepping up. I mean, is there a way that you have to change your approach to him, a quarterback that does things differently like that?
You could check it. All young quarterbacks think that's the move. They all think that's the move. And I've told y'all before, you could do that, but the monsters are back there. So you guys, but I'm sure, Coach Stefanski and Coach Rees, they're working on it, step into the pocket. But, that all young quarterbacks tend to do that because in college it's just different. It's just different. You got Max, Crosby, Watt, those guys. I would stay the hell away from being back there. If I say I watch a lot of college football, but I did watch Colorado. I mean, the thing that stood out to me is leadership traits. I remember, I think either the combine or he came to visit. Leadership traits, obviously the lineage from his father. Great player, so he's been around good football his whole life, knows football. Then when you watch the tape, that stands out. I mean, he can make the throws. I mean, there's some throws even last week, some throws in the preseason that were pretty good. The one down in the red area where he found, or 2, I think, in the red area he found them, on broken plays or loose plays. He does a good job. He can throw the football. Definitely do that.
If there's one tendency that people notice that he tends to try to escape back instead of stepping up, I mean, is there a way that you have to change your approach to him, a quarterback that does things differently like that?
You could check it. All young quarterbacks think that's the move. They all think that's the move. And I've told y'all before, you could do that, but the monsters are back there, so you guys, but I'm sure, Coach Stefanski and Coach Rees, they're working on it, step into the pocket, but, that all young quarterbacks tend to do that because in college it's just different. It's just different. You got Max, Crosby, Watt, those guys, I would stay the hell away from being back there. All right.
That's the defensive coordinator, Patrick Graham, talking about Shedeur. He giving Shedeur his praise, say he like his pause, So that dude made some throws, man. Good gracious. So they've been studying Shedeur from preseason, from the second half or last Sunday game against the Baltimore Ravens. And I'm telling you, they're going to use the same blueprint against Shedeur this coming Sunday. And I believe Shedeur is more prepared this time than he was last Sunday. I just believe that. Once again, you're watching Sports Talk with B. Watts. I'm your host, Bernard Watts. Do me a favor, do me a solid. Hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, comment in the comment section, and share this video to somebody that you know. I'm going to leave you to listen to Max Crosby, the defensive end of the Las Vegas Raiders. Listen to him. I'm telling you, the dude going to be hyped up for this game now. He must be dealt with. The offensive line must deal with Max Crosby because he can wreck this game. Shedeur Sunday must slide that protection his way. And don't take it for granted that your offensive line can handle this dude one-on-one. If you don't slide the protection his way, at least tell your running back to chip him. At least you got to slow him down. This dude going to have a motor. All the attention is on this game, and they know Shedeur bring the spotlight, and they want to shine. They want to shine too. They want to shine too because the Las Vegas Raiders, they had a chance to draft Shedeur. They had a chance to draft Shedeur when they knew they needed a quarterback of the future, but they didn't. So we're going to see how this game turn out. I believe my dog finna turn up, y'all. I'm telling you, my dog finna turn up. He made for this moment. He is made for this moment. I'm going to leave you with Max Crosby talking about this game coming up. And at the end of that video, I'm going to leave you what Coach Prime of the Colorado football team had to say also. Once again, thank you for watching Sports Talk with B. Watts. Until later on tonight, I got a live show. I will be here at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. I want you to come over and check me out. All right? Peace.
They got a lot of great rushers over there. Mason Graham, Alex Wright just got an extension for a reason. They got a lot of dudes that can play over there for sure.
You and Miles grew up around the same area in DFW around the same time. What has your relationship with Miles been like?
Me and Miles have always been really cool. I respect the hell out of him. He's an Arlington Martin guy. Grew up right down the street from me, so that. Thanks. So, I got a lot of respect for him. But yeah, we've been to a lot of Pro Bowls together and spent a lot of time, just talking ball. And he's just, he's a great dude, down to earth, and he's about his business. And I'm the same way. I love football. I put everything into it. And he's the same way. So when you have a guy, somebody else like that really, loves it the way you love it. It's easy to get along. So. Yeah, it's no surprise that he's doing so well.
Will you just sit quietly in a room this week and watch it, or are you going to try and go out there?
I don't know. I haven't made up my mind yet. I've been urged to go. I'm pretty sure he wants me to go, but I kind of, you want to be out of the way. You don't want to be his distraction, but not that I would be, but then you think, he came all the way up here to see you.
Right.
So that's a shorter trip to go see him. You start thinking that as a dad, because you know what it means to him if he just catch a glimpse of you before he walks out.
Yeah. But when you show up, there's always a tension. I mean, it's going to be.
Yeah, but if that's the case, I would make sure that's not the case.
Okay.
Yeah.